When you invent something in the United States, you have 12 months to get a patent application on file in the United States Patent Office. This 12-month grace period on its face seems so simple, yet there's so much confusion about it among inventors. If you get this wrong, your invention may be barred from patenting forever. In this video, I want to talk about this concept of the 12-month grace period. How does it work? What can your competitors do during this grace period with respect to your invention? And importantly, how does this grace period work with the race to the patent office, this first-to-file patent system that we have here in the United States? Hi, my name is Carr Ferrell. I'm a Silicon Valley patent attorney. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, before we jump into the details of the grace period, let's talk a little bit about the basics of patent protection. A United States patent is a grant of an exclusive monopoly to an inventor in exchange for writing down their invention and registering their invention in the patent office. Utility patents are granted for new, useful, and non-obvious inventions. They last for a period of 20 years from the date of filing of the patent application. The exclusive monopoly of the patent is the right to exclude others from making, using, or selling your invention for the period of the patent grant. Let's look at a simple example of this. I invent a bicycle. My bicycle is new, useful, and non-obvious, so I file a patent application on my bicycle. The patent application gets examined by the U.S. Patent Office, and my patent gets granted. My patent application and my invention get registered to the United States Patent Office. I have a 20-year patent then to exclude others from making, using, and selling my bicycle. Now, it's important to understand with patents, it doesn't give me the right to build my bicycle because other people may have patents to parts that I need in my bicycle. For example, I may not have access to the wheel because some other inventor may have invented the wheel and still have a patent on that wheel. So I'd have to negotiate either the purchase or license of the wheel in order for me to build my bicycle. A couple of other basics with respect to patents is that we give priority to the first inventor to file a patent application on any given invention. We have a first-to-file system in the United States. It doesn't matter when you invented, it's when you filed your patent application. And we call this a race to the patent office. That is, you need to file your patent application before another inventor in order for you to get claim and credit for that invention. Now, one of the requirements that I mentioned for patentability is that the invention must be new. It must be novel. That is, you need to file a patent application generally prior to introducing your invention to the public. Although we have a 12-month grace period in the United States from the time of introducing your invention to the public to filing your patent application, many countries of the world don't have this grace period. We call this absolute novelty. You must file a patent application in these absolute novelty countries prior to introducing your invention to the public. Now, what constitutes a public disclosure in many countries can differ, but by and large, just imagine that an introduction of your invention to the public, for example, throwing up a website, or giving a presentation at a conference, or offering to sell your invention, these would all be a public disclosure of your invention. Now, as mentioned, the U.S. has this grace period, this 12-month grace period between the time of public disclosure and the absolute bar date in which a patent application in the United States needs to be filed. This grace period is fairly unique in the world. Not all countries have a grace period. Historically in the United States, the 12-month grace period was in part created because of the size of the country and the difficulty of getting a patent application prepared in California to Washington, D.C., and to get it on file before the introduction of a product. Transportation and communication have improved. However, just as a matter of public policy, we want to give a little more flexibility to inventors and to entrepreneurs and give them some time to test their inventions, to test the market for their inventions, and to raise some money, perhaps get a few sales to help pay for the process of preparing and filing their patent application. Thus, the 12-month grace period in the United States continues. This 12-month deadline, this grace period for filing your patent application in the United States is a hard and fast deadline. It cannot be extended, except for the rare circumstances where the federal government may shut down for a day or two and give you the right to file your patent application timely on the next open business day. Unless you get your patent application on file within 12 months of the public disclosure, you'll be forever barred from filing a patent application on that invention. In the United States, when you make a public disclosure, that freezes the invention. You are the only one at that point that is allowed to get a patent on that invention. That invention, that public disclosed invention, is now prior art to all future patent applications covering the same invention. You are the only one as the true inventor who is allowed now to file a patent application on that publicly disclosed invention. And this is the part that confuses a lot of inventors. A public disclosure is like slamming the door shut at the patent office. You, as the true inventor of the disclosed invention, you're the only one with the key. Everyone else is barred from filing a patent application on that invention except for you. And your key is only good for 12 months. If you don't get your patent application through that door of the patent office within 12 months, your key no longer works, and that door is barred forever for you as well. Although some countries of the world do offer a grace period, often between 6 and 12 months, many countries do not. And so it's very important to check with your patent attorney or the local rules of a particular country to determine what the grace period is before you make a public disclosure of your invention if you would like to get patent protection in that country. If you have questions or comments of your own, leave them in the comments section below. I'd love to read your comments and questions. I'll try to answer questions as I can. If your company needs help with its patents or its patent strategy, I'd love to hear from you. You can reach me at the email address below. Otherwise, I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care.